With layoffs exploding, the economy deteriorating, you are seeing more and more people look overseas into other countries as a means to escape Canada, especially with the massive immigration bubble that has formed in Canada. In this video, I'm going to give you the top picks of places that Canadians are moving to and are considering, and we'll go through them one by one. Number one is the United States. Now, the United States is an obvious pick for Canadians to move to. It's in close proximity. It gives you access to one of the biggest markets for business opportunities and work opportunities. And for the right person, the United States can really be a great place to thrive. In some states, you can have lower taxes and you can also have much better weather. Healthcare in the United States is very different. I wouldn't say it's better, but access to healthcare is definitely much better than Canada. And if you're working in a job, then likely you're going to have better healthcare than you would in Canada. Number two is Mexico. Mexico has long been a place where people from Canada vacation and where snowbirds go, but it's now becoming a permanent destination for a lot of people, with such settlements now in places like Cabo San Lucas, La Paz, Lake Chapala, Puerto Vallarta, Cancun, Tulum, Puerto Morelos, Merida, just to name a few of the many places that expats are settling into in Mexico. A lot of people are going to Mexico because of the low cost of living. Mexico offers a extremely competitive price for a lot of different goods and services, and Mexico has a very low cost of living when compared to the United States and Canada. Although rents and housing prices in certain areas of Mexico, especially the places on the Baja Peninsula, have absolutely exploded into bubbles in recent years, the prices are still a lot lower than the Canadian housing bubble. Number three is Central and Latin America, and quite frankly, there was too many countries to put into this and do them individually, so I put them all together. So the first one is Nicaragua, with its unbeatable price. Places like San Juan del Sur are popular places for expats to hang out. You've also got Costa Rica, which is obviously known for its unbeatable nature and just amazing scenery. Costa Rica is world renowned for its biodiversity, just like its neighbor next door, which is Panama. Panama has an unbeatable location. It is the hub of the Americas, and it's definitely a great place to live if you love and enjoy traveling. Colombia has unbeatable culture, and not only that, it has an unbeatable price. The cost of living in Colombia is extremely low. In fact, it's hard to find a place with such a low cost of living. The only comparable place would probably be Malaysia, which is another destination that a lot of people move to. But unfortunately, because of the time zone, it just doesn't work for a lot of expats to move there. Lastly, we've got Argentina with its unbeatable landscapes, and now it's going through a lot of reform, and this could be a great place to actually look and explore investment opportunities, because certainly Argentina over the past decade has been going through many crises, and crises create opportunity, and now Argentina seems to be going the right way when it comes to a lot of different things. Number four on this list is the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is a really popular place where Canadians, predominantly retirees, choose to go. Has a great location and proximity to Canada. Not only that, it has unbeatable weather. It has amazing coastlines and mountains. It really is a climate that has it all, and you also have just a lower cost of living than the rest of the Caribbean. In fact, when you look at the Caribbean as a whole, apart from Jamaica, the Dominican Republic is one of the lowest cost of living places in the entire Caribbean. Number five is Spain. Now, Spain is a phenomenal place with amazing infrastructure, just unbelievable history and culture, unbelievable coastlines, mountains. Spain really has it all for everybody, and it's starting to attract many expats, not just people retiring, but also people who are just after that lower cost of living, maybe want to base their business somewhere where they've got access to the European market in an easier way from Spain. Spain is really an interesting place, and it's becoming more and more popular. And it's funny because in the coming months, I'm actually going to be traveling to Spain, and I'll be doing a video from Spain on my thoughts about what Spain offers for expats. One thing that is quite fantastic about Europe is just how interconnected it is. You've got high-speed rail, you can get to France, you can get to Portugal, you can get to Italy. It's really affordable too. You would actually think that Spain is extremely expensive, but it's not. And if you compare it to its neighbor France, it is extremely cheap and affordable. Now, in the past couple of years, there has been a lot of pushback from locals in Spain against expats and tourists because the cost of living has drastically increased in places like Barcelona and Madrid. The cost of real estate has gone through the roof. You've had housing bubbles that have formed as a result of the short-term rental boom that we've even discussed on this channel that has infected such places as Mexico, the United States, and Canada. So this is something we know well. But there are many other towns and cities along the coast that are just as well connected, such as Marbella, Alicante, Valencia. These are all great places and just have unbeatable views, coastlines, beaches. So Spain has just become more and more popular as Portugal has become more and more expensive. Some honorable mentions to this list were Portugal. Portugal isn't really the greatest place to go because the cost of living has absolutely exploded, and it's mainly your cost for housing that is just insane now in Portugal, and really it doesn't offer the lifestyle which you can get in its neighbor Spain for half the price. Another honorable mention is the UK. A lot of people from Canada actually move to the UK every year. It's actually one of the top places that people go from Canada, but this was really one that I could not wrap my head around at all. The UK is my home country. Every year I go back, I see how the country is just falling further and further behind. It just lacks any sort of decent infrastructure like the rest of Europe. It has insane problems with crime. It has a massive problem with crime as well, and it's just not a country that's heading in the right direction. It's heading in the wrong direction, that is for sure. But some of these countries on this list are heading in the wrong direction. They just offer a higher standard of living than Canada does. And with Canada heading deep and deeper into a recession and a depression, it's important to know where you can possibly go, especially if you want to live in a place where you can thrive. Then I hope this video kind of stimulated some ideas for you. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, I'd highly recommend that you check out this video here. If you're looking for a VPN and also want to help support the channel, get the best VPN, which is ExpressVPN, by going to expressvpn.com/marketmania or the link in the description. I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.